Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Business Adventures, a creation by John Brooks. Business Adventures is a collection of 12 captivating case studies that delve into significant advancements in business, economics, and finance. Although these case studies revolve around unfamiliar events and companies, they remain engrossing and their lessons are still relevant in today's world. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that John Brooks, 1921-93, was a renowned journalist and author, recognized chiefly for his extensive contributions to the New Yorker magazine. He specialized in writing articles akin to those discussed in the book Business Adventures. With 12 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, gain a comprehensive understanding of significant economic, financial, and business events from the last century. The book, Business Adventures, is regarded as Bill Gates's favorite book of all time. It explores major events in U.S. business history, such as the launch of the world's ugliest car, the fall of the Piggly Wiggly supermarket chain, and a misinterpreted wink that led to court proceedings. These case studies highlight important developments in business and their lasting impact, including the end of insider trading and employee rights. Key idea number 1. The 1962 flash crash demonstrated that investors can behave irrationally, and it highlighted the unpredictable nature of the stock market. In May 1962, a 3-day turmoil known as the flash crash occurred in the stock market, resulting in a $20 billion loss in stock value. The crash was triggered by panic selling due to a delay in updating stock prices, causing a downward spiral. However, investor emotions also played a role in the recovery, as a buying panic ensued when the market approached a perceived limit. 3 days after the crash, the market had fully recovered. The event highlighted the irrationality and unpredictability of the market, emphasizing the influence of mood and irrational expectations. Key idea number 2. The Ford Edsel is a classic example of a failed product launch. The Ford Edsel was a major product failure for Ford in the late 1950s. It was intended to be their flagship product, but ended up being one of the ugliest cars ever made. The failure can be attributed to a miscalculation of the market, unrealistic customer expectations, and shoddy build quality. The market shifted towards smaller and cheaper car models, while customers were expecting something revolutionary. Additionally, the car had several technical faults. Overall, the Edsel failed to live up to its expectations despite the extensive planning and marketing efforts by Ford. Key idea number 3. The suggestion is to return the federal income tax system to its state in 1913. Warren Buffett acknowledges that his tax rate is lower than that of his secretary, highlighting the unfairness of the U.S. federal income tax system. The system has become increasingly convoluted since its inception in 1913, with rates rising and loopholes favoring the wealthy. Currently, the middle class bears the greatest burden. The system also encourages inefficiency and wastes resources due to the complexity of tax enforcement. Tax reform has proven elusive, as the wealthy, who benefit from the current system, resist change. The solution proposed is to reset the system back to its 1913 state and start anew. Key idea number 4. Insider trading was curbed after the Texas Gulf case in 1959. In 1959, Texas Gulf Sulfur, a mineral company, discovered valuable minerals but kept it a secret while insiders bought shares. They downplayed rumors and spread disinformation until finally announcing the find, causing the share price to skyrocket. This incident prompted the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) to enforce insider trading laws and charge Texas Gulf with deception. The court issued a guilty verdict and emphasized the importance of giving the public a reasonable opportunity to react to news that would affect share prices. This event led to the regulation of insider trading and improved ethics on Wall Street. Key idea number 5. Xerox's story is a reminder that success can disappear as fast as it comes. Xerox had initial success with the launch of the first plain paper photocopier, leading to skyrocketing revenues. They then experienced a sustained period of success and invested heavily in philanthropy. However, they soon realized their technological lead had diminished and competitors were producing cheaper copycat products. Xerox survived this downfall and remains successful today. Key idea number 6. In 1963, the New York Stock Exchange saved a brokerage to avoid a financial crisis. In late 1963, brokerage company Ira Haupt & Co. faced bankruptcy due to a fraudulent deal and debt of $22.5 million. The NYSE, fearing a national panic and collapse of Wall Street, took unprecedented steps to save the brokerage. NYSE pledged $7.5 million, along with other lenders, to rescue Ira Haupt & Co. and prevent a financial crisis. Key idea number 7. Executives often use communication errors as a convenient excuse for their immoral or criminal actions. This text highlights how companies often use communication problems as an excuse to avoid taking responsibility for scandalous behavior. The specific example is General Electric, GE, engaging in large-scale price fixing in the 1950s. Despite some managers facing consequences, higher-level executives were not charged because they claimed the wrongdoing was due to a communication error. GE had both official and implied policies, where implied instructions required interpretation from middle managers. This allowed executives to escape blame by claiming misinterpretation. The story emphasizes that executives can use communication problems to evade accountability for illegal actions. Key idea number 8. The owner of Piggly Wiggly, the first self-service supermarket, nearly destroyed it through a stock market battle. Piggly Wiggly patented the concept of the self-service supermarket in 1917. It introduced shopping carts, price tags, and checkout stands. Despite rapid expansion, a bear raid against the company led to financial troubles. Owner Clarence Saunders attempted to corner the stock market but faced losses and ultimately declared bankruptcy. Piggly Wiggly still operates today but is relatively unknown. Key idea number 9. David Lilienthal serves as an example of how it is possible to combine business acumen with ethical integrity. David Lilienthal was a government bureaucrat who transitioned to the business world using his government connections to make money. However, this transition was not seen as a sellout in his case. Lilienthal served as chairman of the Tennessee Valley Authority, promoting cheap hydroelectric power. He later served as chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission, advocating for the peaceful use of nuclear power. When he left public office, Lilienthal wanted to make money for his family and retirement. He successfully revived a struggling company in the mineral industry and wrote a book promoting the importance of big business. He then founded a consultancy to assist developing countries in public works programs. Lilienthal demonstrated accountability to both shareholders and humanity. Key idea number 10. Stockholders have significant power, but they often fail to use it effectively. The most powerful people in America should theoretically be stockholders, as they own the largest corporations in the country. These corporations have significant power in American society, leading some to argue that the United States resembles an oligarchy rather than a democracy. However, shareholders' power is often limited in practice. Annual meetings, where shareholders can elect the board and question executives, are often unengaging and controlled by management. Professional investors who own stock in multiple companies are more likely to challenge boards and demand accountability. Trying to motivate apathetic small investors is difficult, but if shareholders exercised their power more often, they could hold company management accountable. Key idea number 11. Donald Wolgemuth enables employees to switch employers while having access to trade secrets. In 1962, research scientist Donald Wolgemuth accepted a job offer from a competitor of his current employer, B.F. Goodrich, after losing a contract to them. B.F. Goodrich sued Wolgemuth, fearing he would divulge confidential information. A judge ruled that Wolgemuth could not be found guilty preemptively and was free to work for the competitor. This landmark decision set the precedent for employee rights and questioned the assumption that someone will break an agreement or commit a crime. Key idea number 12. In 1964, the pound sterling was attacked by speculators and was unable to be defended by a group of central bankers. In the 1960s, the British pound sterling was highly valued and under attack from financial speculators. This was due to the fixed currency exchange rates established at the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. Britain's economic difficulties made speculators believe they would be forced to devalue the pound. Central bankers globally defended the pound by buying pounds to counteract pressure. However, the attacks persisted, and in 1967, Britain was forced to devalue the currency. This event highlighted the shortcomings of the Bretton Woods system, which ultimately ended in 1971. In conclusion, understanding the financial market and business ethics is often influenced by significant historical incidents. For instance, a man's struggle to change employers had a lasting effect on employee rights. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on StoryPlanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on StoryPlanet.net.